So I just got back from seeing Jurassic World Rebirth in theaters, and if you're new to this channel, we do honest reviews. I'm not doing any crazy edits or clickbait to try to make you stay or watch. This is just me telling you guys like it is, and if this movie's worth watching. There will be no major spoilers in this review. If you like this type of normal content, consider subscribing. So look, I'm a big fan of the original Jurassic Park. I've spent countless hours of my own time both watching and researching that movie for videos on this channel. It's safe to say I have not only respect for the franchise, but also for the story of just dinosaurs in the real world. I think it's cool. I even enjoyed the first Jurassic World movie. I thought it was cool seeing dinosaurs now with updated CGI and visuals, and yeah, maybe it's not one of my favorite movies of all time, but I remember enjoying it in theaters when it came out. I preface all that to say this. I went into this movie with managed expectations, but I also was pretty excited for it. There's been all this buzz about David Koepp finally returning to the franchise as the writer, as he wrote the original film based on Michael Crichton's book, and Gareth Edwards shooting this movie on film so it will look like the originals. It's safe to say they got me. Their marketing worked. But unfortunately, you guys are not gonna like what I have to say. This movie was possibly the worst pairing you could have. It was a combination between a kids movie and a monster movie in 2025. When making the original movie, Spielberg said he didn't want to do a monster film. He wanted the dinosaurs to act like animals, and then of course you get the monster scenes, but it wasn't fully that type of movie. So you may say that original film was also a mixture of a kids movie and a monster movie, but it's Steven Spielberg doing it. It felt like Gareth Edwards was trying to execute that here, but it just didn't work. First, their monster, scary moments were held back. There was a few good ones of stuff like happening in the background, but it was nothing visceral. Really, what I'd like to see is a rated R Jurassic World movie, but maybe I'm in the minority there. Let me know in the comments. So, like I mentioned before, David Koepp returned to write this movie, and all I gotta say is, we're good, bro. We're all good here. I also found out he wrote that new Indiana Jones movie too, so it makes sense because that movie was just written so poorly. But not even the charming actors like Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali could save his dialogue. They really tried, but it just came off so flat. It was like you could tell when writing it, he thought these like one-liners before the scene's end would be great, and they just fell so flat. I think the perfect way to describe it is I don't remember a single character's name after I saw the movie. It's just Scarlett Johansson or the pharmaceutical guy or the doctor or Mahershala Ali. There was so much fluff and nonsense scenes in this movie, it was insane. It felt like they were forced to make it over 2 hours when in reality it should have been an hour 40 minutes at most. There's a storyline in the movie about a family who's sailing in the ocean when their boat crashes, and then like Scarlett Johansson and her team has to save them, so they become part of the movie trying to survive. And to be honest, they could have cut that entire thing from the movie. There were scenes trying to be heartfelt, and I just didn't care for any of it. There was nothing they did to try to make me care for any of the characters. I know I've been hating on this movie a bunch, but what I will say is that visually, it looks good, partly because of the film look in the jungle. However, Gareth Edwards is skilled, so I do want to give him props. The CGI is really good, and the dinosaurs are well designed. So real quick, the family I was talking about, the daughter's boyfriend, is super disrespectful to her father, and the father says nothing about it. It's classic trying to demoralize strong male father figures. There's also a speech by the doctor saying humans aren't the smartest things on the planet, they just think they are, which is just so weird. These people are anti-human now. Like, it's okay to think humans are the best. Dinosaurs are extinct. And the last thing is this movie is anti-pharmaceutical, which is just so funny because these movie studios are financed by rich pharmaceutical companies, but that's a conversation for a different day. In my opinion, this movie is not worth watching in theaters. I'm giving this one a 2 out of 5 stars, and here's my updated rankings for 2025. If you guys are curious, you could check out my entire Letterboxd page, but let me know in the comments your rating and what you thought, and we could talk.